Hey guys, it's Robbie here, and this is Frecky Fit Wolf. It's Wednesday, so you know what that means? It's time for a Foodie Friday video. Now, if you're new, you probably are wondering, why is this called Foodie Friday, but it's Wednesday? Well, let me first explain what Foodie Friday is. Foodie Friday videos for us are myself and Lisa from over at Dumpy Diva, whose video will be linked down below. We both have a challenge with each other, and typically, you subscribers, give us a list of 5 ingredients and we each make something with those ingredients. And now the trick is the videos go up on my channel and her channel Wednesday mornings, and then Friday night we go live 7:30 Central Time. That's my time. Don't know what time it is for you, but there's Google. But anyway, so each week we make something with these and we go head to head. And I cook something, she cooks something, and then you guys vote. You go to my Facebook group or her Facebook group, or in the comments down below either of our videos, and let us know who you think won that week. Which dish is better? Which one you would want to try? However you want to decide how you want to vote, that's what you do. So this week's video is because of Joanne Canella. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. I'm horrible at pronouncing things. But anyway, she gave us turkey tenderloin. Actually, I'm going to just show them this way. So, turkey tenderloin. That's upside down. There we go. Turkey breast tenderloin right there. And whole artichoke. Got those guys right here. And frozen spinach. Got that guy right there. I have issues saying this word. Kalamata olives. There we go. Which is right here. And quinoa, which is right here. So, I'm gonna make my dishes. I'm gonna make 2. It was kind of hard for me to decide because after we were talking last week during our live video and talking about these artichokes, I really wanted to do a stuffed artichoke. But that's an Italian thing, and everything else is very, very much Greek, Mediterranean. So with some Google, and I'll put a link down below to the recipe that I'm using, I found a Mediterranean style stuffed artichoke. So I'm going to be making that as well as some Mediterranean wraps. Both of these things are very yummy, I think. I honestly have never had the Mediterranean style stuffed artichoke, so we'll see how that goes. So, let's get to it. All right, so we're gonna start with the stuffed artichokes because that's gonna take the longest. Ignore my open cabinets. But because those are gonna end up baking for 50 to 60 minutes. So I'm gonna start with those and then we can make the wraps while those are going. So let me aim my camera down. You can see my notes right next to here. Okay, so first thing, in a bowl, this should be a big enough bowl. We're gonna mix, I'm using my fun little measuring cups, but 1 cup of breadcrumbs. And what I did was I took the bread, I toasted it in a skillet, broke it up in my Magic Bullet or Ninja, mine's a Ninja, and then just made little breadcrumbs with it. So you put those in a bowl, and then you need half a cup, well, 2/3 of a cup. I'm going half a cup of Parmesan cheese. The recipe technically calls for 2/3, but I like my stuff really cheesy. And then 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. And then from there, you're going to get your 1/4 of a cup of the sun-dried tomatoes. I took them out and chopped them up and put them in here. And then half a cup of the Kalamata olives. That's the one thing that I'm kind of questioning because I do not like olives, but I've had these before in like Mediterranean or Greek restaurants and I was okay with it. I'm spooning this because I did get some of the juice in there and I don't want to add it to this. And then the jar that the roasted tomatoes came in. Is packed in olive oil with some other yummy stuff. So I'm taking 2 tablespoons of oil that I need from there and pouring that on in there as well. And then lemon zest and basil. This is what 1 tablespoon of lemon zest and 1 tablespoon of chopped basil. And you just want to mix all of that together. All right, so that's what it's like, all mixed up. And we are going to the fun part now, the artichokes. So if you haven't done this before, here's your chance to learn. I've only ever done this with, like I said, Italian artichoke, stuffed artichoke. So this is going to be new for me, but the process of this part is the same. First, you cut off the stem so that it can stand up straight. And then the top here, and it's best with a serrated knife. The top here, you just want to cut all the way through. And it takes a little bit of muscle, hence why the camera just fell down. So let's try that again. Almost through it. All right, so you got the top off there, and so now you can see all that. And then you're going to take your kitchen scissors and just go through and cut the tips off of all of the leaves that you can get to. Okay, so I got all of them cut so they're no longer pointy, not gonna stab me. And now here's the fun part. You need to get to the inside and get that guy. So pull all of that. Where did I put my spoon? My spoon is full of stuff. Give me 1 sec. Okay, so I got the spoon now, but you're gonna go through and the purpley leaves, you just wanna yank those on out of there. Okay, so you can see, you scoop all those out, and now in the middle here, you can see the actual choke that you want to get out of there. That's when you take your spoon, and you really want to use a spoon because it is very, very prickly. Like all of these little things, very prickly. Okay, now that that's done, that is when you're going to take one of the lemons that you zested, one of the lemon halves, and you just want to rub it on everything basically, because it'll help prevent it from browning. So you're just going through there, and everything that you can, you just rub it on. And then squeeze the juice into the middle here. All right, so now that that part's done, we're gonna do that to the other artichoke now. All right, so we've got all of that done, and so now it's just a matter of stuffing it. So you're going to take your spoon and just pick up the bread mixture, and you want to just shove it everywhere, basically. In between each and every crevice. Shove something down there. And if you want to, you can totally do this over another bowl, because this is definitely gonna be messy. So if you do it over another bowl, then anything that you drop, you can, still use if you want to. I just washed my cutting board, so I'm fine with doing it this way. And you're going to be putting about half of a half of a tablespoon in between each little crevice. If it'll fit. Okay, so we've got them stuffed and I put them in this dish, and down here there is about 1/2 inch of water at the bottom, and this is gonna go in the oven at 375 for 50 to 60 minutes. All right, so while those artichokes are baking, I'm starting on the turkey. That's just the tenderloins. I'm just grilling them up, and then the spinach is going, and then the quinoa is done. So I'm gonna let that stuff cook, and I'll be back. All right, so all of that is done cooking, and I've let it cool off a little bit. And so this is the turkey. I shredded it up and put it in a bowl. This is 4 cups of turkey. So what you're gonna do is you take that, and then you get 4 ounces of feta, which is kind of perfect if you shop at Aldi because this is 4 ounces exactly. And then you're going to put in 1/2 of a cup of Greek yogurt. This is the non-fat kind. I'm sure you can use the full fat if you so choose. I'm, dieting, so yeah. And then 1/2 of a cup of those roasted red peppers, if I can talk. It's been a long day, guys. Seriously. Okay. And 1/2 cup of those Kalamata olives. Now that I'm getting better at saying it, it's kind of fun to say. Kalamata olives. Kalamata olives. Nope, I can't do it. Okay. All right. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Or, 2 teaspoons, my bad. And then a teaspoon of lemon zest. And then the last thing in here is going to be the quinoa. This is 1 cup. And you're just gonna wanna mix all of that together. And so just mix it all together. And that is honestly a lot of the turkey. I feel like you could cut that in half. Just my personal opinion, especially because this is going to make 4 tortillas, and I realize that the recipe that I'm going off of is with the 12-inch large tortillas, not the smaller tortillas that I have. So this is probably gonna be too much for that. So there'll probably be some of this filling left over, but we'll see. I'm guessing. This is a lot. It's a whole lot. All right, and so you just want to keep mixing until you get it all pretty much evenly distributed. All right, so that's it all mixed up. And let me get a plate. All right, so these are those tortillas. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna cover pretty much all of this with the spinach. I should have used a spoon. Pretty much get the spinach everywhere. And y'all, feel free to make fun of me for the wrap part, because I am no good at rolling up wraps. Horrible at it. Don't know what I do. I literally watch a tutorial before doing this just to see if I can do it better. But for some reason, I'm horrible at it. Okay. I'm gonna go this way. So, full of that in. Oh, I did it. It's staying together and everything. Oh, look at that. I am just a fancy pants person. So I'm gonna put that on a separate one and basically repeat. I am going to see if I can get this to go, how many tortillas I can get this to go on, and see if I can spread it out, because this is too much mixture for 4 tortillas of this size. I guess if you got the big one, it'd be fine. But for the size that I am using, I mean, that didn't put a dent in the bowl. All right, so there we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8. Y'all, I seriously just counted that when it used all of them, and there were 8 in here. Didn't need to do that. But so that made 8 of them, and there's still honestly a little bit left. So I'm gonna recalculate everything and see what this would be for that. And I think the artichokes are almost done, so I'll be back. All right, the Affinity Gauntlet is out, so that means it's time for me to take stuff out of the oven. Oh, look at those. I gotta say, I'm excited. All right, so I'm gonna plate some stuff and let these cool, and I'll be back to eat. All right, so it's time for my favorite part of every video. I get to eat. I get to taste this to see how it came out. I'm excited. Despite the Kalamata olives, I'm excited. All right, so first let's just start with the wrap because I'm still letting the artichoke cool a smidge. That was mostly wrap, so hold on. I like. Sorry, that was rude. I like it. I'm excited that I have like 7 more of these. So that is good. All right, so now the artichoke. I'm gonna aim this down so that you can kind of see what I do. So if you have not done one like this before, you basically look for where you want to start, and then you just yank it off. And then the tricky part, of course, the first one I grab has a big ol' olive on it, which I had honestly, I didn't hate it. I got a bite of that and the other thing, and in the wrap, and it wasn't bad. All right, so if you've never eaten one of these before, what you do is you just take it like that, and then you're gonna scrape it along your mouth, your teeth, with your teeth basically. I wanna know where one of those red peppers are. I don't know, but I'm grabbing this guy. I like this a lot. I still think I prefer the Italian version, but this mix is really good. And it's been a while since I've had one of these, so I'm okay. I'm gonna have one more bite. I mean, where can you go wrong with breadcrumbs and Parmesan cheese? But all the rest of the seasonings really, really help. Really, I like. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling about the food because I want to talk to you guys, and then I can actually full on eat, because this is kind of messy, so I'm not gonna sit here with all that. Either way, that's what I came up with. What do you think? Do you like it? Do you want to vote for me? I think you should. But you should also go at the end of my video. I got some stuff to explain, but at the end of the video, go and check out Lisa's channel and watch her video. If you started with me first, go watch her next, or if you haven't yet, hang out with me. But yeah, so go check out her channel, watch her video, and then you will vote either underneath the videos, or I'm gonna put a poll up on my Facebook group, and the link to the Facebook group is down below, just like the link to Lisa's channel is down below. And you can vote in my poll. Last week she put up a poll on her community on her YouTube. So if that's there this week, do that as well. And 2 quick announcements as far as Foodie Friday goes. The next 2 weeks are gonna be more themed. So next week, we are both challenging each other to make a delicious dish for $10 or less. So not the 5 ingredients. We still have your bowl of ingredients though, so don't worry. We will draw names in 2 weeks. But so next week it's gonna be $10 or less dishes. That's that one. And then if you were here for our live chat last Friday night, then we end up deciding that we challenged to do all black and orange dish. So for the following week, that'll be Halloween week, we will be doing all black and orange food. It has to be, we can't just put food coloring over it and go from there. It's got to be items that are black or orange and go and make something yummy. So that's the next 2 weeks, and then after that we will be back to usual, where we get your guys' suggestions and cook with the 5 ingredients that you guys leave us. So I'm looking forward to those 2 things, plus back to the usual. Excuse me, that food. Plus back to the usual. So that's what I've got. Go watch hers, go vote, and let us know what you think. I'm excited. I was not looking forward to this because I was kind of questioning, but I am very happy with it. So pat myself on the head. And the link to the food is going to be down below. And also, if you haven't noticed, I didn't ramble on for 5 minutes about the nutrition information. I'm going to type that all below. So if you want that information, go down there and you can see how many points and bites and everything is, because honestly, I haven't even calculated yet. I'm going to do that when I upload. All right, so until tomorrow, when I do Meme of the Week, I'll talk to you guys later.